Shoot, I should have waited. Hold on, let me close the door. Close this window. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna be ready in like 2 minutes. Give me a second. Oh, I'm not. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Should have been more ready. Give me a couple seconds, guys. I'm gonna play the intro. Give me like 2 minutes and let this intro play and I'll be back. Come on! You're good, Veg, you're good.
Shout out to American Boston!
You guys can't see we're on Twitch and YouTube and Kick right now. Oh shit, there we go. What's up, guys? Big Mone, American Bouncers. Yep, Taco Tuesday tonight, that's right. Thank you guys for getting through the intro with me. For those of you who are on TikTok and don't know, we're also on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. And on those channels, I play the intro to our show. In the intro to our show, I do a little tribute to my boys Osmar and Scotty, who unfortunately committed suicide. September is Suicide Awareness Month, so that is kind of the big reason why I even started American Bouncers. So that's kind of what this little in-person talk is about today. How American Bouncers started, where we're going, what we're doing, all that good stuff. So Diego, if you watch the intro, it's because at the end I have a little tribute to like Osmar and to my boy Scotty, who committed suicide, unfortunately. So that's what I was getting on here to talk about. The origins of American Bouncers, how I started this show, why I started this show. Yeah, and my boys Scotty and Osmar have a big role to play in why I started the show. So I've been doing security for since I was 20, 37 now, I'm gonna be 38 soon, so damn near 18 years. Yeah, thank you guys. Damn near 18 years, and started off bouncing at nightclubs, got into bars, and eventually into political, corporate, executive protection, things like that. So I've done a lot of different work in security, anywhere from guarding a presidential candidate all the way to A-list rappers and nonprofit people. Worked in every type of environment. Bouncing at bars has always been my my foundation and where I feel like I've done the best and the most work. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that other stuff in a minute. Do you see a lot of women? Of course you do. Thank you, Tone. So I started the channel because, unfortunately, like I said, a couple of my good friends committed suicide, and I feel like bouncing and security work is often a thankless type of job. They're really like the unsung heroes of the weekend that nobody really kind of previously gave a shit about, I guess, until we started this channel and we started getting attention. Um, but yeah, I started the channel because I was tired of guys like us not having any mark on the world or nobody really knowing about us, and then you know, unfortunate things happening, and then you're here one minute and you're gone the next. Not only is life tough for men, but it's also the work we do is dangerous. So we have to deal with the problems of the world every weekend, and then we have to deal with our own demons when we go home. So not that everybody else doesn't have to either, but bouncers in particular deal with everybody's problems. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to start the show to like have a way to show tribute to the guys who do this kind of work that often aren't thanked or thought about really outside of the work. And as a result, I think the positives from the show and from the live streams have been millions of people have tuned into us from around the world, which has been amazing. People have come to visit us in real life from all around the world, which has also been very humbling and amazing. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's been so cool to see people come and see us in real life. And for these guys that I hold near and dear to my heart, you know, all these guys that work in the industry and give up their weekends, it's awesome to see everybody embrace them the way that I do and the way love them the way that I love them. They're all good guys and they sacrifice a lot to keep people safe on the weekends. More on the good stuff. I definitely think that live streaming the bouncers has made the places that we do it at a lot safer, like without question. People who are out here committing the worst crimes around bars and nightclubs, the shootings and stabbings and major beatings and stuff like that, they don't want to be on camera, guys. That's just facts. They don't want to be on camera. So by nature of that, because we're live streaming, I think it's really cleaned up some of the places that we work at. And it has helped keep the general public and the patrons of the places we go to a lot safer. With the sizzle reel that I put out and whatnot, you can see like about a bunch of it's a highlight reel, right, of a lot of the action, a lot of fights and stuff. But that's a compilation of almost 2 years. So even though the trailer looks like there's a ton of action and there's always fighting and all that's always happening, it's not. Anybody who watches our live streams knows that not every night is crazy like that. And yeah, I definitely think our live streaming has helped keep the neighborhood and the community safer. I don't think there's any questioning that. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that stuff and how we started, how I started, blah, blah, blah. No reason in particular. I think we're going to be back at Cowgirls Friday, Saturday. I really like that spot. I like the crew. And like I said, us live streaming, I think, helps keep these places safer because people don't want to be on camera committing crimes. So because of that, I think I'm going to go back to Cowgirls on Friday, Saturday. I think they're a little secluded and it's a really fun spot with a very different crowd. And I think that they appreciate us live streaming over there as well because they know it's helping keep them safe too. So if anything, that's probably the thing that I'm proudest of about this thing. Hold on, I have to read all this stuff. I agree, people don't. Yeah, thank you, Katie. That's facts. Yeah, I know a lot of people miss the original spot. The problem is right now, guys, is I'm just an outspoken person, and now I'm in charge of a platform, right? And so some people don't like that, and that's the problem right now, is because I'm outspoken. I just don't want people around me to get shit flung on them, essentially. So American Bouncers was never supposed to just be for one club, one spot, or whatever, or else it would have been called Seattle Bouncers or this club's Bouncers or whatever. I named it American Bouncers for a reason. It's because there are bouncers that do this all across America, and this show is always designed and named that so that way we could take it around America and show people from all over. I don't want to speak on the Cultura stuff, to be honest with you, just because I mean I spoke to ownership earlier, and I don't want to say anything I don't want, like I said, I don't want anybody to have shit on them because of me. That was the opposite reason why I started this. And like Osmar, one of our boys, right? A lot of you guys don't know this, but I'm the one who went and found him when that happened, and yeah, I still hold a lot of trauma from that in my heart and in my soul, because that shit really hurt me, to be honest with you. It was really rough, but that was a big motivating factor as to why I started this channel, because I don't want people to forget him. I don't want people to forget Scotty and any of these guys, you know, because in the past, before social media and before American Bouncers, like I said, American Bouncers are just looked at as the help, very easily replaceable. And I think I've added some value to us and to our industry for sure, and to these guys' lives. So for that, I'm super grateful. For sure, I'm very thankful to the Cultura family for allowing me to start the American Bouncers thing. And if I could say anything, I guess it's just that I apologize that my personal opinions got dragged into something that's such a positive for so many people. Because that's ultimately what the only thing I ever wanted to be was a positive. So I don't want to say that I'm not at Cultura anymore, but they don't want the negative stuff that's affiliated. Basically, there's people online doxing me right now and coming at me for some of my political beliefs, and they're just coming after people around me, which means them more or less. They're coming after Cultura, and it's just a bunch of corny haters, big time haters. So, like I said, it's been a very big positive. People have come from all around the world to Cultura, from all around the United States to visit because of the live stream. It's kept the public safer. It's kept us safer. It's kept the club safer. The only negative has been this political outfall, or whatever you want to call it, from this dumb stuff lately. So I don't want any negative things to happen to them. So I kind of have taken a step back myself without them even asking me. And like I said, American Bouncers was not just for one spot. It's for America. So I always wanted to take this show and go around the country and feature bouncers from everywhere. It just happens to be that I come from Seattle, and like this is where it started, or where I happen to start it, or whatever. So yeah, so the live stream is going to continue, and it's going to keep growing, and we're going to do what we do. Stuff with Cultura is kind of in the air right now. I'm not really sure. I just don't want, like I said, I don't want any negativity to pass off on them, because like I said, they don't deserve any of it. They're super good people. The Gonzalez family is pretty much the American dream, man. Like, they're a family that came here from another country. They got their paperwork. They did it the right way. They worked their asses off. Victor is the hardest working dude I've ever met in my life, straight up. So I have nothing but respect and love for them. So I don't want any negativity associated with me rubbing off on them. So that's why I've taken a little bit of a step back from them. But honestly, like, that doesn't change the fact that I would still do anything they ever need. Like, I love these people. They mean a lot to me. So it's beyond just the little live stream or business or whatever. They're truly good people, and I truly do care for them. So if that's one thing I could get out, I just wish people would leave them alone, because they really didn't do anything wrong. And even if I don't think I've done anything wrong, I respect people's opinions and the fact that we disagree or whatever. But yeah, just leave them out of it, because they had nothing to do with it. I'm glad this weekend was very good over there. I heard it was very packed. So thank God nothing really too negative came of it. But yeah, they just don't want the drama, and I feel it. And that's kind of the unfortunate side effect, I think, of us becoming so popular, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm talking to some other bars and clubs right now in other states. I'm talking to one in Arizona. I got some buddies in Miami, another buddy in Nashville. So I'm very excited to where Oh yeah, Bez is still on. He just works during the week all the time, so he's busy. So the live stream and the show is going to expand across the country for sure. I've been to Portland. I have been to the Cultura Portland. I went down when they opened. They actually, yeah, they. I think they might want me to come live stream down there sometime, but like announce it. I'm gonna try to put more time and effort into the American Bouncer stuff. I just Houston too. I have some friends in Houston. I'd love to come down there as well. I'm gonna try to put more time and effort into this because I see how big it really can be and how much people really love it. So I'm going to continue to increase the production and just try to take this as far as we absolutely can. And I'm very proud of where we come from and how far we've gone so far. I'm super thankful for everybody in the community that has participated and that has accepted us with open arms, because this is not an easy job, and it was not an easy decision to go public with my life either, because for years I had not wanted to or decided not to do that for my own safety, for my own mental health, etc. And the main reason why is because of this, because I know I have strong beliefs, and they don't coincide with everybody else's beliefs sometimes, especially in the Pacific Northwest. So I knew that eventually that would become a problem. It's unfortunate that it has now, but anyways, I don't even want to speak on it too much more, because the people who were hating were all friends with me before this little dumb shit happened, and they all also knew my political stances before this whole little drama happened. So kind of just opened my eyes to how corny people are, especially like content creators, man. People are so fake, dude. It is crazy. And I think that's the reason why people like us, American Bouncers, is because we're real. This isn't fake. Like, these are real guys. We're not faking shit. We're not like putting out monologues and 10 posts a day about what the fuck to do in Seattle. We're just doing our jobs and showing you guys our real lives, you know? So I appreciate the real, and I appreciate everybody who follows us and supports us, because that's why we do it, you know? Tonight we're going to be at Taco Boom in Everett. That's been exciting. Taco Boom has been a fun time. So we'll be back there tonight, and then Wednesday night be back at Cha Cha Lounge, and then Thursday night still up in the air, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna be at Cultura or maybe at Stadium or back at Cowgirls. Talking to Sarah Vejo too, possibly. But I'm going to try to stay streaming as many nights a week as I can, for sure, until it gets shitty weather out. And then I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm talking to a couple other places in a couple other states. I think we're going to go check out Arizona. I'm liking the way Arizona's sounding this fall and winter, so might go out there. We'll see. I appreciate you, AB. I haven't made my bed. Damn. Why y'all judging me, man? See, this is why I don't like going on the internet. Y'all talking shit, man. So basically, just some people came out online talking shit about me because I voted for Trump. That's why people were coming out against me. Not that any of this stuff was new information, but I also used to be liberal. I was a Bernie Sanders delegate in 2016 in the state of Washington, which is kind of a semi-big deal politically. And then I ran the Women's March security in 2017, and that was very eye-opening and crazy. And then when COVID happened here, I basically started to become more conservative, because I felt like the COVID vaccines and how they were trying to force people to take them was really fascist, and that shit was crazy. I was checking vaccine cards for people to come into the bars. So after a while of that, I was just like, this shit is nuts. People are fucking crazy. So God ended up giving me an opportunity to go to Florida for a job. I went out there, and when I did, I got another job opportunity to work for Governor DeSantis, and I was doing executive protection work, which is a huge deal for somebody like me who's not from a law enforcement or military background. That's a very prestigious job to get. So for somebody to trust me with that position, for me to get it, Yeah, I gave up everything we had here in Washington and I went down there. Yeah, so I'm explaining why I switched over right now. So I grew up very liberal. My mom had like four different kids by four different baby daddies. My dad was in and out of prison most of his life. He was in La M.A. Unfortunately, he died in 2007 at the end of my senior year. Uh, Stepdaddy was black. I had been inside. I visited two prisons for like over weekend visits before I was like 12. One was when I was like 5 or 6 to visit my actual dad in Walla Walla, and I tried to sneak in a flathead screwdriver in my cowboy boot, and they caught me. That's one of my like earliest memories because I was trying to break him out of jail. And then my stepdad, he was just I don't know. My mom was kind of crazy. She just picked some wild dudes. He was a loser, and he was a Monroe State Penitentiary, and we used to go visit him on the weekends too. So I'd seen the inside of two penitentiaries before I was even like 12 and exposed to a lot of crazy shit. My mom sold her body most of my life. Yep. This is going to be on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube as well. I'm streaming on both right now, so if you want to go back and watch it wherever you can. Yeah, I grew up in a pretty effed up household. I'm going to be real with y'all. So I've seen a lot of shit, all right? I grew up very liberal, though. And I think what saved me was like football. I had really good football coaches that were just good dudes, manly men. They believed in God. Sorry, my throat's fucked up. And took me under their wing and kind of gave me the father figure I needed. And that saved me. Damn, my throat is messed up, dude. Hit that damn pen. So I had some really good football coaches that pretty much saved me, more or less, by being like surrogate dads to me. But I grew up very, very liberal, and liberalism has changed over the years. Like back when I was in high school, and like from like 03 to 07, liberals were just like anti-war, anti the war in Iraq, et cetera, et cetera. Transformed in this thing where special interest groups, I feel like, have taken over, and they completely have ostracized, basically, like, in my opinion, the nuclear family unit, in order to appease special interest groups. America is supposed to be for all Americans, not just certain ones. I understand systemic racism and shit like that, but I also grew up in a feminist household with how do you explain it, like victimhood mentality is like king. Basically my sisters and I were just taught to be dependents, more or less. Like we were taught no skills. We were just taught basically like all of our dads were the problem. Mom was good. Mom's like the mom and dad. So then we didn't really get a mom or dad. It was a really fucked up situation. So I grew up super liberal. Women were always queens and running the house, whatever, I don't know. And then I think liberalism just started to change over the years to what it is now. And at some point, I think like in my late 20s and my early 30s, I started to explore more of my belief in Jesus and God. I used to be really embarrassed to say that I believed in Jesus or God. And I think that's also because I grew up in a very liberal environment where people frown upon that or look at you. I mean, straight up, people here in Seattle will call Christians right-wing racist extremists, even if they're not even white. So it's like, you get ostracized very easily for saying that out loud, especially in Seattle. So I think that was a reason why I was afraid to say that I believed in Jesus or God or whatever for a long time. But I started to lean into it more after the COVID stuff started happening. And I went down to Florida and I met more just, I guess, quote unquote, normal people that, will just let people live. I don't know. Seattle is a very crazy place. There are a lot of really miserable people here. A lot of people on drugs, like pharmaceutical and street drugs, and people are just nuts, man. So I think because we became big or whatever, I became a lightning rod, and because I'm outspoken, obviously people are gonna have things to say. What's shitty about it though, like I said, is I'm an open book and I'm not a bully and I treat everybody the same. A lot of people here are confused. Yeah, it's probably because I'm just rambling on and maybe they don't have any context. But yeah, basically people just have been coming out online talking crazy about me because of my political leanings or whatever, or my religious beliefs or whatever. Yeah, I guess ask me questions. Yeah, that's how I feel. America, you're allowed to believe in what you want to believe in. As long as you don't hurt anybody else, it's all good. I'm pretty sure that's what it's all about. Yeah, if you guys have questions, ask me questions. That's what I'd like, because I just ramble and you guys just have to sit here and listen. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, shoot. I am an open book. I'd love to answer them. I'm working on a new podcast right now, and I thought about this. Thank you, Robert. I thought about this because of this situation. I put out the TikTok and Instagram. There's no content yet. But if you guys would do me a solid, look up Run the Fade Pod or Run the Fade Podcast on TikTok and Instagram, guys, and go give that a follow. The logo is two microphones yelling at each other, and they have boxing gloves on, red and blue boxing gloves on. So I have a concept for a new podcast I'm going to put out in the next couple weeks, guys, and this situation actually inspired this podcast. So yeah, it is pretty much illegal to not be liberal in Seattle. It's wild. My beliefs in religion. So I believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. That's what I believe. I think that his sacrifice for all of humanity is why he should be worshipped as God, and also God saying that I and the Father are one. He clearly says that in the Bible. But no, Jesus' sacrifice is the ultimate sacrifice, and it's a testament to the best parts of mankind, in my opinion. Anybody who's willing to sacrifice themselves for the innocent, and even not for the innocent, for people who know not what they do, right? I think that is very honorable, and that's the best part of mankind is our willingness to sacrifice ourselves for one another, for the greater good, not for evil, but for the greater good. And I think that's the most powerful part about Jesus, and that's why he deserves to be worshipped. He doesn't ask you, he doesn't command you to worship him like other gods, quote unquote, demand. I think Jesus deserves it because he doesn't ask you for it. He just sacrificed himself for all of us. So that's how could you not love that? To be honest with you, how could you not love that? In my opinion, that's the greatest gift anybody's ever given humanity. So, and yeah, and then the other religions, in my opinion, if I'm going to speak the truth, I think that other religions think it's okay to enslave other people that aren't part of their religion. They think it's okay to kill them if they're not part of their religion. So I'm not cool with that. I think that Christians believe that God is going to judge us all. And even if Christians verbally judge somebody, they're not out here physically judging people like other religions will and cast death upon them, essentially. So that's why I'm a Christian. I think that we're all going to get judged when we die someday, and we're all going to meet the Maker. So yeah, that's just what I believe in. But you know, it is what it is. I just want to share this with you. What part of Trump's campaign did I agree with? So here are the questions that I want. That I want America first. I think back in like the 40s and 50s, corporate America and political America got together and they started selling our factory and middle class labor to cheaper markets like China, the Philippines, and Mexico, and India, so they could get slave labor essentially. And then what they told America was, you guys will get cheaper products because it's going to be cheaper to make them, which was true, but it was only half true. The other half of the truth was we gave away all of those jobs that we used to, like Michigan used to be manufacturing capital, Detroit used to be manufacturing capitals. all of those jobs were the GDP of this country. Those were all the middle class neighborhoods and the houses that were attached to those jobs, the families. So when we started giving away all these jobs to other countries and the promise of cheaper products, we fucked ourselves. Now we import 80% of our shit from China. That's not good. That's not good. We can't live like that. But the people at the top that control the game convinced us that we could, and now that's why we're in the situation we're in right now. So I do think that America should be put first before other countries. Why are all of our tax dollars going to the Ukraine war, to Israel, to anybody, honestly, other than Americans? Like, this is the only country, I think, in the world that collects taxes from their people and then gives it to other countries like that. I think that we should have controlled borders. I don't think that it's fair that we're categorized as racist for saying that. When I just saw a story last month about in Mexico protesting Central Americans coming into Mexico, immigrating there. So it's like, I don't understand where all this hate comes from for America or Americans who want America to succeed. There's a reason why people come here from all across the world, and it's because other places in the world are shitty. That's reality. You can't drink water everywhere you out of the tap wherever you go in the world, but you can most places in America. I just want America to win. I want the middle class to be thriving again. I want one man to be able to work and for him to be able to provide for his wife and kids, to be able to get a car, to be able to afford a home. If you work 40 to 60 hours a week, you should be able to have all of that. There's no reason why you can't. There's all these people in this country taking resources that aren't contributing shit at the top and at the bottom, and they're just all squeezing the middle class until there's nothing left. So that's what I agreed with when he ran for president, was I want America to win again. I want the middle class to win again. I want people that are here to be able to support their families and to provide for their families. And we've been on the wrong path for a long time. Yeah, a lot of people are struggling right now. Gas is insane. I live in Washington, and gas here is like $1.50 more than it was in Florida, than it was on the East Coast. I want communities to be safe too. I have kids, okay? I have 3 daughters. I don't want the parks to be filled with homeless people or people on drugs or mentally ill people or gang members or any of that shit. I want my kids to be able to play without fear of anything happening to them. This environment creates a non-family conducive environment. Like, Seattle is not it needs to be cleaned up. It's not cool. It's not cool. And I see this shit all the time because I'm out in the streets working. So as far as the tariffs and stuff goes, like, so one example of how they're working, right, is a factory for GM was going to be made in Mexico. It was going to be built in Mexico before he announced those tariffs. GM stopped the production of that plant in Mexico, and they're building it now in America, and those are going to be American jobs. So, like, that kind of stuff, I don't understand how you could be against. Like, that's what I'm saying. How can you be against that? That's what confuses me. I'm trying to read the comments. Sorry, guys. No, I clearly said that billionaires are to blame too. I said people at the top and the bottom are both squeezing the middle class. I clearly said that. Yeah, I agree that the rich should be taxed more. 100%. 100,000%. I also think that the government needs to be shrunk, though. I think the government is way too big. I think, look at this state, the Washington state, the amount of waste and fraud and abuse that happens in our government is crazy. Like, we have the biggest deficit right now, and they just increased our taxes like across the board on everything. That has nothing to do with Trump. Washington state is way more expensive than it is in other places. It's literally one of the most expensive places in the world. Seattle especially. I mean, the gas by itself being $1 more, that is a huge indicator of what the economy is like for the middle class, because gas is what makes everything move. That's just the way it is. So if we can't move, or it's that expensive to get around, that is a huge indicator of what the local economy is like. So, like, yeah, it's tough as fuck here. I'm paying $2,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment, guys. Okay, shit is nuts. It just doesn't make any sense. Diane Sita, can you post a source for that statement? That's all. I just like to read it. That's all. And you know what? This is kind of why I wanted to start this new podcast too. I feel I'm definitely 100% cool with having conversations with people and being civil. I think that the problem here in Seattle is that there are a lot of crazy people who like literally just want to hurt me or like literally are that nuts they want to hurt or kill me because of things that I feel or believe, which I think is insane. Like that's crazy as fuck to me. Because even if I don't agree with you politically, like I've protected people with my life that I don't agree with politically, straight up. So it's like if I'm willing to potentially put my life on the line for somebody else's safety that I don't agree with, and like but I do agree with your right to have your beliefs. Like that is my core American belief. The First Amendment, I'm a absolutist with the First Amendment. Like everybody should be able to say what they want and feel as long as it's not hurting anybody. Like really, you're not coming after. You're not saying you're going to kill me or send somebody to kill me or whatever. So like as long as you're not going there, like it's all good. Let's have different opinions, you know. But I think there are a lot of crazy people in Seattle that literally would like to hurt me because of my opinions, and that's not cool. That's part of the reason why I'm starting this new podcast. I'm so confused. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, the amount of homeless people in Seattle is crazy. Yeah, Inslee was rough, and then now we have Ferguson. I don't think he's anti-Latino though. That's the thing. I don't think Trump's anti-Latino. I think he's anti-illegal immigrant. And I think that when we're looking at the illegal immigrant issue, it's not just Latinos, guys, like Africans, Indians, Chinese, South Americans. People have been flooding in this country for the last 4 years from all over the place, unchecked, completely unchecked. That is what's crazy. That is crazy. Chinstrap says it all. I'm Native American and Mexican. I can grow a mustache, but it's kind of, I don't know. Chinstrap says it all. Nice. People like that are why I'm starting this new podcast. So that's crazy because I'm not against your community. And if you guys watch that trailer and the reason, like I was saying, the reason why I started this channel, my boy Osmar, who committed suicide, wasn't even a citizen of this country. And I love that dude. And I'm sharing his story because he's always going to be an American bouncer. He might not have been an American citizen, but he'll always be an American bouncer. And so because of that, he's always going to have a spot in American pop culture, and he'll always be an American by association. So for all you guys saying I'm racist and shit out there, that I don't support Latinos, you're absolutely 100% incorrect and wrong. That's crazy for you guys to say, to be honest with you. It's absolutely insane for you guys to say that. I'm part Mexican and Native American myself. My grandfather was full-blooded Turtle Mountain Chippewa Cree. My grandmother was from Mexico on my dad's side. So for you guys to say shit like that, it really hurts my feelings, to be honest with you. Like it really does, because it couldn't be any farther from the truth. Like you guys have no idea all the stuff that happens behind the scenes and all the stuff that I do for people behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. Okay, culture. Okay, I'm gonna let me not say. A certain place that I worked at had somebody working there that was undocumented. Not uncommon. Happens at a lot of places. I'm not trying to talk shit to anybody. Dude needed a ride home damn near every night. Gave it to him every night just because I'm for people, guys. Like, and this dude ended up leaving because he's not papered and da-da-da. But like, you guys just don't know, man. So for you guys to come out and say shit like that about me, it really, really hurts my feelings, man. I'm gonna be real with you. It hurts my feelings because it couldn't be any farther from the truth. I absolutely love my Mexican people. I love my Latinos. But I love America, and I want this country to win, and I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that either. I think that you guys trying to make me feel bad for feeling the way that I feel about certain things it's not fair at all. But I understand why you guys feel that way, because it's a hot topic issue. But yeah, man, I think it's fucked up when you guys say shit like I'm racist or this, that, and the other, because it couldn't be any farther from the truth. So let me ask you guys this. Are you guys cool with the cartel violence in Mexico? Yes or no? Are you guys cool with like the mass beheadings and women and children being killed left and right out there by cartel violence? Yes or no? Let me know. I'm asking the people who are talking negative to me, please. I think people come here to this country because it's safer. And if you guys want to talk about the school shootings, let's talk about the last one that happened. It was by a trans male who was out of his fucking mind. I mean, and he was coming after Catholic kids because he's straight up he was demonic. If you ask me, this is we're fighting battles of principalities and spirituality. Like this dude was straight up into demonic shit. Okay, so yeah, you want to talk about school shootings? I don't really want to go there because I don't want to rile more people up. But if you want to, let's keep it real. I get you, and nobody likes the criminality in Chicago. Nobody likes that gang members are running Chicago and that they're just mass murdering people left and right. Nobody likes that. I guarantee you, no normal person from the community is for that. Okay, so same thing with Mexico and the all the brutal cartel killings out there. People come to this country because it's safer. They come to this country because it's safer, and they can come here and they can pursue the American dream and raise their family and make something out of themselves. And that's why people come to this country. The ones who are coming here that are bringing that narco terrorism shit here, they shouldn't be here. I'm going to stand on that. I'm sorry, but I have a wife and kids, and I want a safe community for them to live in. That shouldn't be controversial, guys. That shouldn't be controversial to say. I love my hardworking Mexican people. The ones who are here that work their asses off. There's nobody that works harder than Mexican people. I'm telling you right now, I've worked landscaping, I've done construction before, and bro, you will get your ass outworked every day of the week by a Mexican, and then they'll go do rodeo on the weekends, ride a bull for $300 and come back on Monday with a concussion, okay, and still outwork you. How do I know that? Because I've actually worked with these people in real life. So I have nothing but love for my Mexican people, especially the hardworking ones, okay? So all this shit about me being a racist and this, that, and the other, it could not be farther from the truth. And you guys are talking out of your ass. That's how I feel. I believe in due process. You know what I also know is that, like, as an American citizen myself, we're facing injustices here too, just as American people. So, like, here's a great example. Our family court system is completely fucked up. How is it that fathers only get 2 weekends a month and then they have to pay exorbitant amount of money, and then some of that money is reimbursed to the states by the federal government, so they're essentially incentivized to remove kids from their fathers. So, I mean, I can't even leave the country because I owe child support. And on top of that, I can't even see my daughter because of how fucked up the court systems are and how in favor they are of mothers, right? I have one daughter who's 10, who I haven't seen in like a year now because of how fucked up things are here in the American court system. So, like, not to say I don't identify with other people's fights, but like as an American man, I have my own fights too that that we're battling here, you know? I mean, to be honest with you. I definitely believe in due process, but our own government doesn't believe in due process in a lot of ways. There's a reason why I didn't become a cop and I didn't get into the military, guys, and it's because I have trust issues with the government. I don't trust our government straight up. I think that big corporate America and big government have totally just fucked the shit out of have the out of the middle class overall. Yeah, so I'm pro family unit. I haven't seen my daughter in a year because her mom uses the family courts and just in a vicious way, and you don't get a lawyer in there. So if you guys want me to go into that, I will for sure. So I have a daughter that's 10 years old. When I was 27, I met her mom in a bar, and me and her hooked up, and the condom broke. And she's 7 years older than me. Already had a kid who was 4. I thought I was just having a good time. Foolish of me. She decided that she wanted to have a kid with me, and after literally we knew each other for a week, so I knew it was going to be rough from the beginning. Basically, me and this woman have been fighting for a decade just for me to be in my daughter's life. when you get, the less time you get with your kid, the more child support is awarded, and the more money that the states get. There's something called Title 4D of the Social Security Act. So basically, the states are incentivized to give fathers as little time as possible. Or if we had equal rights, we would have 50-50 across the board, and there would be no child support awarded. But because there's Title 4D, there's an incentive for the states to collect child support and to maximize that. So that's why fathers get every other weekend. They don't get more than that. Basically, that maximizes the amount of child support they get. And then Title 4D says the federal government reimburses the state government 66% for every dollar they collect in child support. So there's a reason why you don't get a lawyer in family court, okay? There's a reason why you don't get a lawyer. There's a reason why they don't enforce your 14th Amendment right to direct the upbringing of your kids. There's a reason why they don't give you 50-50 off the top, okay? And it's for money, straight up. That's all there is to it. I don't want to go, I mean, I could go into more detail about my daughter and stuff, but that shit is really sensitive to me, to be honest with you. Yeah, man, no, this state is fucked up, and it's totally a woman's state. And, I mean, the system is built for the single women as far as the family court goes. 100%. It's not built for kids or for fathers in any way, shape, or form. Labor Day was good. Yeah, the situation with my baby's mom is extremely fucked up. I've tried to fight relentlessly in the courts, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get fucked straight up. I mean, it's so bad with my baby's mom. My daughter was being sexually groomed on her phone at her mother's, okay? And basically her mom has kept her from me for a year because she thinks I'm gonna get custody of her now. But I'm so scared to go back to court because if you lose, you're paying court fees and lawyer fees, and I can't afford that shit. I have 2 other girls and a wife that I have to support, so I literally cannot afford to keep fighting mentally or financially. So that's why I haven't seen my daughter in a year. And bless her mom, just won't let her come to me because she thinks I'm going to keep her from her and stuff. And honestly, I feel like I have the right to at this point. She's just done nothing but put my daughter in fucked up situations. So that's a whole nother subject, though. I mean, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, this country has a lot of things it needs to fix for sure. I don't think, importing a bunch of people from a bunch of different places is going to help. Yeah, I don't know, bro. The never stop fighting thing is nice to say, but the older I get, the more I realize why so many kids are raised without fathers, to be honest with you, and it has a lot to do with bitter mothers. My mom was one, you know. Now that I'm coming to the age that I am, I'm realizing more about my childhood, as they say. Yeah, but those lawyers are very expensive, DW. It's not cheap. Like, to be honest with you, it's an uphill battle, and it costs a lot of money. I know guys who put more than 100,000 just to get like 50%, and I cannot afford that, so we're not going to. Yeah, there's a parent's complaint at place, but it doesn't matter. She violates it herself all the time. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The state is because the state has incentive, okay, a financial incentive to collect child support, because they're getting 66% back of every dollar from the federal government. That is what they're focused on. They don't give a shit if dads see their kids. They don't care if kids grow up healthy or not. As a matter of fact, if kids don't grow up healthy, the boys end up filling up the prison system, which they get paid on again, and the girls end up getting pregnant in their teen years and getting on the welfare train and all that. So honestly, the broken family model is just that. It's a model and it's a system in business, and there's a reason why it operates the way it does. I think I have no idea, to be honest with you, but I don't know. That whole thing has really fucked me up too, to be honest with you. Another reason why I'm more conservative now, probably. So I am Native American #1, Rebby. All right. I'm Turtle Mountain, Chippewa Cree. I'm a quarter, 25%. That's another thing too. Everybody talking shit about me. You guys don't even know that. I'm a fucking quarter indigenous. So I probably have more shit to talk than a lot of you. Wow. Yeah. Either way, I just want America to win, man. I want it to be the place everybody wants to continue to come to. I want the middle class to win. If the middle class isn't doing good, it's not good for the rest of the country, you know? But yeah, I am indigenous, guys. I'm a quarter Turtle Mountain Chippewa Cree. My grandfather's name was Gale Owen Damon. You guys can look that up. My last name should be Damon, but it's Villalobos because my grandma's last name was Villalobos, and she was the first wife. Grandpa had a second family, and that's why my last name is not Damon, but it should be Damon. And that's the truth. But yeah, man. So just random drama, guys. I'm just coming on ranting and raving about it. It's whatever. I hope everything's good. I think everything's good with some of my clients and stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens this week. But tonight we're going to be at Taco Boom for Taco Tuesday. And y'all, they have the fire tacos. This shit is real, dog. All right. Why is it not letting me sub? You might already be subbed to Southern Pride. Yeah, you might already be subbed, bro. I don't know. You could sub to our Twitch though if this doesn't work. But yeah, yeah, man. So everybody's saying crazy shit about me online. I mean, check yourselves. But this whole new podcast I'm starting, guys, go look it up on Instagram and TikTok, guys. The podcast is called Run the Fade Pod, okay, or Run the Fade Podcast. No, we'll be back at the nightclub. Everything's good, guys. Look up Run the Fade Podcast, guys. We're on Instagram and TikTok right now. There's no content out whatsoever. I'm gonna give you guys the scoop on what the layout for the podcast is gonna be, though. Okay, so here it goes. So because so many people were coming out and saying crazy shit to me, like you should take a dirt nap, and I feel like a lot of people here in Seattle, a lot of people in America in general, are very angry with each other, and it's to the point where they want to hurt each other, right? And some people are going to lengths at which they want to kill each other, which obviously is not okay. I'm not cool with that at all. So the concept of the podcast is this. I'm going to get people that are on opposite sides of an argument, whether it be political, business, personal, whatever, any kind of argument. I'm going to get them to sit at a table. I'm going to get them to debate for 5 or 10 minutes until they either shake hands or they put on boxing gloves and they box for 60 seconds. So that's the concept of the new podcast coming out, guys. It's going to be called Run the Fade Podcast. Hoping it's successful. I think it'll be successful because I think, honestly, it's something that America needs to heal, to be honest with you. Ain't nothing wrong with running a little friendly fade and getting some of that negative energy out of you, and I think that's what America needs a lot more of, to be honest with you. So be on the lookout for our first podcast when we do put that out. It's going to be very entertaining, and I probably will be the first person on there. I have a couple of guys, big guys in Seattle that I know of that might box me and that might debate me. So I'm going to ask them if they'll come on first so I can be the first guy to do it, and then we'll see where that one goes as well. But I think that'll be quite entertaining. No, it'll be real. It'll all be 100% just whatever. Speak your truth. Speak your mind. I want people to be able to debate and to have conversations one-on-one. Say whatever the fuck they feel they need to say, but I want to get people that are like on dead ass opposite ends of the argument, and so that way they can either find some middle ground, or if they really feel that compelled to hurt each other, just put on some gloves and have a friendly fade. You know, there's nothing wrong with putting on some gloves, putting on a mouthpiece, swinging at each other for 60 seconds. I think that's a healthier way to handle a lot of the shit than a lot of the ways things are being handled nowadays. So Run the Fade Podcast, you guys, check it out. It's going to be on, I have a profile on TikTok and Instagram right now. No content whatsoever is out yet. The logo is 2 microphones with gloves on, yelling at each other. So go give it a follow, guys. We're going to put some new crazy stuff out on there. Probably going to launch it in the next couple weeks. Right now, we're in Seattle, obviously, so I'm looking for people to do that in Seattle. If you're interested in that, let me know. I think I'm going to have to pick, I think I'm just going to pick a general subject. to argue about, and have each episode be around that, and maybe just pick a guy and a girl for each weight class or whatever, and just have them debate and then box it out. Maybe have like three debates and 3 matches or something. I don't know, something like that. I'd like to have like a bigger guys, some chicks, and then some regular size guys. That would be nice. Thank you. I think it's a good idea too. I think it'll be successful for sure. I think it's what, like I said, I think America needs a little bit of that to do some healing. So why not, right? Run the Fade podcast. Go check it out, guys. No content out yet, like I said, but go give me a follow and be on the lookout for that. Tonight we'll be at Taco Boom. And then Wednesday night I'll be back at Cha Cha Lounge. And then Thursday night we'll see. We'll see. It's a mystery. We will see. I've been good, bro. But yeah, I hope anybody who has any questions about the situation or whatever the fuck's going on right now had those questions answered. Hope everybody's doing good. And yeah, before I go, any more questions before I go, guys? Do you guys have any more questions? Because I'm going to dip off of here and I'm going to chill before I got to work tonight. Going once. Thanks, bro. Poppy Brawley. What up, Sonny? Appreciate you, G. Taco Boom has been busy, man. It's been busy. I think with the... So it's a newer spot to us, right? When you go to a spot and you're new to it for security and they've had issues in the past and whatnot, there's always a learning curve, or like how do I put it? There's always like a buffer time between when the customers realize there's a new people running the door or whatever. And like, yeah, it's a fun spot. Very local, good neighborhood spot. The food's fire, karaoke's fire. A lot of people enjoy it. There's definitely some local knuckleheads that like to go there. And so having those people find out who we are and just doing that whole routine has been interesting for sure. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tonight. Yeah, and I don't think any doors have actually closed, to be honest with you guys. I don't think doors have closed. I think that people are just being precautious. And like I said, in Seattle, like with cancel culture and people on the left, they get really nutty out here, man. And like I said, like people, I've been on both sides of the political spectrum. I've been a liberal, I've been conservative. And I've only seen death threats and the hardcore doxing and stuff from the left. I've never experienced that from the right. And even when I was left leaning, I didn't experience that from people on the right. So that's been taken into account too, as far as how I lean politically. But ultimately, I want all Americans to win, whether you're liberal or conservative, or in between, libertarian. I probably consider myself more libertarian than anything nowadays, but yeah, man, I just want America to win. That's all there is to it. And I don't have anything against anybody who's come to this country and who's become a citizen. Honestly, that's the American dream. So yeah, I think a lot of things that about me have been taken out of context, and honestly, just I've been misrepresented quite a few times online by crazy people. No more spying on your boyfriend on the lives. And like I said, I don't think the door is completely closed, guys, to be honest with you. I mean, as far as like before American Bouncers, I'm still Ramon, and I'm still, I still am who I am, and I still have an obligation to protect, that business and that family. And, not only do I feel it business wise, but in my heart. So, I mean, I'm always going to be around to help them however I can. And I'm very proud of the millions of people who've tuned into us and who've come to Cultura because of us, and who've been exposed to the Latin culture because of American Bouncers. I'm very proud of that. I would never ever take that back or look at that in a negative light. I'm super, super proud of everything that we've been able to accomplish. And yeah, man, millions and millions of people have watched us. Like, not everybody can say that. And we've helped our clients become safer places, and also more popular places all around the world now. People know of this nightclub. So I'm super proud of that. Nobody's ever going to make me feel shame or bad or any of that for who I am or anything that we've done. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue to support these guys and continue to. Yeah, brother. DJ Nate, I do need an American Bouncers theme song for surely. Hit me, brother. Yeah, I'm going back to Cha Cha tomorrow night. We'll be there Wednesday night. And I think we're going to be back at Cultura Thursday. I just haven't gotten the 100% okay. I've gotten like the 75% okay. We'll see. But yeah. Ultimately, like I said, American Bouncers was made just to show people this life and what we do for work. And like I said, the positives from it is the neighborhood has become safer because people, the criminals, the bad guys, don't want to be on camera. So in my opinion, that's a good thing. That's always going to be a good thing. And I think that the community has really rallied around us and shown a lot of appreciation, and it hasn't gone unnoticed from me, that's for sure. Thanks, Bobby. So I don't want to speak on things like the carrying and stuff right now, just because of several reasons. But I am safe. We are safe. I'll say that. I don't want to say too much. People obviously take things and run with them online. So, what's up, Michelle? I'm good. We're gonna be at Taco Tuesday tonight. I'm excited for that. Get some more of those fire tacos from Taco Boom, man. That should be slapping. They make the tortillas in house and everything, man. So if you're in Seattle, if you're in the Seattle area, we're gonna be in Everett tonight at El Taco Boom on 128th and 99. Super fire tacos, authentic tacos, $1.50 on Taco Tuesday. Can't go wrong. They also have karaoke. People be hitting that shit. I love it, man. I love a good karaoke bar. So Taco Boom is where we're at tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. They're the real deal. It's real authentic Mexican food. Yeah, you should come check it out sometime. It's fire if you're in the area, for sure. Taco Tuesday, $1.50 tacos though. All the different kinds of meats too. They don't just make you pick like one or two meats or whatever. Any kind of taco you want, basically. $1.50. It is fire. Can't wait. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, bro, let me know when you do roll up, man. When people do roll up on me and they're like, what up, Ramon, or whatever, it always catches me off guard because I guess I underestimate how much, how many people watch our channel sometimes, or I just kind of forget because I'm just doing my thing and we're just working, you know? Like, so sometimes I forget how far our reach has gotten. Nice. That's what's up. We've had somebody come down from Alaska. Amanda came down from Alaska. Shout out to Amanda. Would I ever do security in Australia? Fuck yeah, I'd do. Hell yeah. Good day, mate. That'd be awesome. I'd love to, bro. The goal for American Bouncers, though, is, like I said, I'm trying to make this into like a legitimate TV show. And I got the nice camera now, so now I just need to take more time and do interviews of these guys and day in the life and start to put it all together, to be honest with you. But yeah, the goal is to like feature bouncers from all across America and just, you know, fucking kind of tribute to them and their lifestyles. And obviously I've done it for a long time and I know what it entails, and it's a pretty exciting lifestyle. So I'm glad people enjoy it. Light skin with security with the afro. No, I didn't fire him. James? He's still around, bro. He was at Cultura this weekend. Nah, brother, I ain't fire him. I'm excited to go back to Cowgirls this weekend, man. Skinny guy? Probably James. Tall, skinny with the glasses? Yeah, probably James. No, we didn't fire him. I'm really loving Cowgirls, though. It's been a nice little change of pace, man. And I've been knowing Fletch for years. He's a super good dude, bro. I've been no. Appreciate you, CP. He doesn't wear glasses. Light skin with the big fro. No glasses. Jabez? The Islander? Bez? Uh-oh. Y'all know who Sarasota is? Oh, no, never mind. She's funny as shit, though. No, Jabez isn't fired. He hurt his foot on his day job though last week, so that's why he was gone this weekend. But no, we love Bez. Bez is like my favorite, bro. If I could like have 20 Bezes, shit, we'd run the world. Bonjour. Oh, that's too loud, bro. My kids are sleeping. Shit. Here, I'm going to put the trailer up for our show from YouTube so you guys can see it. For those of you who haven't seen it on TikTok. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to put the YouTube link for the... This is the YouTube link for the channel trailer. You guys should go check that out. Give it a like and comment if you can on our YouTube, guys. Worked really hard on that. It might be kind of amateur, but I worked real hard on it. That was like over a couple years worth of footage. Yeah, and there's also a tribute to Osmar and my boy Scotty on there. This month, September, is Suicide Awareness Month, and so that's another reason why I came on live today, because a big reason why I started American Bouncers is because, unfortunately, my friend Osmar and my friend Scotty both committed suicide in the last like 5 years, handful of years. And I really love and miss those guys. They were just really, really good men, and it's truly a real injustice when stuff like that happens, and it shit just tore my heart out of my chest, man. I really love and miss Osmar, and it's the reason why I started all this, is because one day we're all going to be gone, you know. I could die tonight at work, to be honest with you. There's no telling. This is a very dangerous job, and the guys who do this kind of work are very good people, and for them to potentially give their lives up for somebody else's safety, that goes back to my religious beliefs too. That's why I follow Jesus, right? It's like people who are willing to sacrifice themselves for others just for the greater good, or to be a protector. It says in the Bible, Matthew 5:9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. So in my opinion, these guys deserve all the fame and like all the attention, you know, because not everybody's built like that. Most people are fucking cowards nowadays, you know? So yeah, these guys should be famous. They deserve fame, and they deserve stability for their families, and they deserve all the praise, you know? So that's why I started American Bouncers. It's because of my boy Osmar, and because of Scotty, and unfortunately because they killed themselves. So American Bouncers' big message is, guys, you're worth something. Men, you are worth something. Your struggles are not, they're not to go unnoticed, and men, you're worth something. You have the right to have feelings. You have the right to not be okay. And I just pray that everybody out there has a friend or friends that they can go to in times when they're in need like that, because I feel like Osmar and Scotty felt like they didn't. And ultimately, that's what led to them doing what they did. And so I don't want to see any more of my boys do that to themselves. And if we are going to die in this line of duty, I'd like our lives to be documented, and for us to be to have some kind of positive impact on the world, you know, because life's short. That's all there is to it. Life's just short. House my wrist. That guy was hella funny. I need to get better at clipping stuff, guys. That's what I need to do. Yeah, we were. It's probably on our Twitch, bro. If I could get better at the clipping and stuff, that would probably set us up right. But yeah, Bez is still there. Everything's all good as far as that goes. No worries. But yeah, anyways, if that's with all the question, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and I will see you guys. What is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I'll see you guys in like 5 hours at Taco Boom. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, and see y'all later. American Bouncers, thank you guys for support. Appreciate you.